I lost my job. It was a day like any other. I was sitting in the office and talked with my coworker about the upcoming projects and meetings when the entire team was called over to the lunch table. I certainly wasn't the only one who noticed a rather unfamiliar face walking around behind our backs. And yet somehow there was a sense of dread upon looking closer at him. Wonder where that feeling came from. So we were sitting there having a nice cup of coffee when the boss suddenly got up and broke the news. Yeah, it ain't looking good. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my boss. He was the kindest boss I could have ever gotten because he used to walk around the office, asking if we had everything we needed and making generally sure that everybody was happy and satisfied. And it wasn't him that we all looked at with a gaze of hatred. No, it was this dude. It was the HR guy that no one had ever seen before and who suddenly decided to sit next to us, smiling brightly while we were given the news that we were all, kinda fired. At the end of the day, we were all called in one by one to the office, including the ever-so conflict-avoiding me. So I sat there in front of my old boss and this weird new HR guy, smiling like a goddamn idiot as they told me they had to let me go. You're taking this so well. No, I'm actually just dying on the inside, sir, but thank you for your concern after firing me. So after this entire ordeal, we all quietly picked our belongings from the office and that's it. That's how the day ended. It's been now a year since I've been fired. And yeah, I still don't have a job. However, what I did have was 4 years of experience. I created UI and UX. I created the entire 2D set for the game, as well as a few little other things in the marketing direction, which should have been enough for my portfolio, but apparently not. You see, I wasn't the only one thrown back into the pool of toxic unemployment. Competition went only up due to the many companies that had to close, which led me to join the grind like many others for around a year. Now, silly old me thought, how hard could it really be to find a new job? As months started to melt away like a popsicle in the summer heat. And don't even get me started on the countless people online who idly raised their cup of lost hopes for the second or even third year of unemployment. Ah, shit. But how did things turn so badly? Don't get me wrong, I won't go down the rabbit hole entirely and pull up charts and numbers, but I do blame partially the onlineification. Now, many will probably roll their eyes when I say back in the day, but I did have a quick chat with a few people, and yes, back then you were able to go into places and deliver them your application in person. The great advantage? A name, a face, and with it a personality that shows a great potential employee. But are you not going through interviews, Nipkin? Well, yes, if you get to that part, because that is step number 2, and if you don't get through step number 1 by fulfilling the absolutely ridiculous expectations, you are already out.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
At this rate, you might as well toss it into a void hoping for an echo. Most of the time, however, there won't be even that. Where in person you would at least receive a shake of the hand and a thanks for your time, you are now more likely than ever to just be ghosted. In the end, I believe anyone can learn something new, and the world would be a wonderful place if we all could approach a company that is willing to show you the ropes and allows you to grow with it, right? But no company is willing to put in that time anymore, for very obvious reasons. So where lies the difference between trying to get noticed in a job that probably won't even pay you enough for the work they expect and trying to show yourself online? Well, I guess that's why I'm here now. I don't know where my journey will lead me, but neither would I if I were to keep applying to the void. Perhaps you're in the same boat as me and search specifically for videos about the horrors of job applications to make yourself feel a little bit better. Or you just ended up here by coincidence. In any case, whether you stick around or just wave in the passing, I do thank you for your time and I see you in my next video. Oh my god, I did it! My first goddamn video. Hell yeah!
I got fired!
Fuck!